Hello viewers, today we are going to discuss about Tellegen's theorem with respect to DC circuits. Let us consider a circuit having N nodes and B branches, and let the branch voltage be represented by Vk and branch currents represented as Ik. Then Tellegen's theorem states that the summation of power of all the branches equal to 0, or it can be also stated as power delivered equal to power absorbed. In fact, it is nothing but law of conservation of power or energy. Now, the power absorbed or delivered by an element is the product of voltage across the element and current through it. The current direction and the voltage polarity play a major role in determining the sign of power. But how do you know when the power has a negative or a positive sign? Let's find out. Let us consider this figure. This rectangular block represents an element. Let the voltage across this element be represented by V and the polarities as indicated. Now, if the current through the element is such that it is entering the positive terminal of the voltage, then the element is said to be absorbing power. And if it leaves the positive polarity of the voltage, then the element is said to be delivering power. It can be summarized as follows. And this sign convention is known as passive sign convention. Let us consider a very simple circuit to illustrate Tellegen's theorem. Now, this little circuit is a parallel combination of voltage source, resistor and a current source respectively. Let's use the power of multisim and find out the power across each of these elements. To initiate the analysis, go up here to simulate, then come down to analysis and simulation. Here you need to select DC operating point analysis. You can see all the possible variables in this left pane. Here I need to select the power associated with the elements of the circuit. So I will select PI1, PR1 and PV1 respectively and click on Add. Then hit Run. As you can see, your power for this current source and the power for this voltage source shows up to be negative. So which indicates that the power is being delivered. For the resistor, power being positive indicates that power is being absorbed by this element. And also you know that the resistor is a power dissipating element. So it will absorb power. Now if I add all these powers, then we will get the net power to be equal to 0 watt, which proves Tellegen's theorem. Before concluding this topic, let me consider another circuit of same topology as the first circuit, which is obtained by just reversing the direction of current source. So similarly, let me find the power associated with each of this element. So for that I will go to simulate, analysis and simulation, and select PI3, PR2 and PV2 respectively, and click on add. Next, hit run. You can see this time that your current source and the resistor both are absorbing power. And your voltage source is delivering power. So now if you compare the two results of both the circuits, then you find that in the second circuit your current source is absorbing power, whereas in the first circuit the current source was delivering power. This can be easily explained as follows. Let us consider the first circuit. Since all the elements are in parallel, so the voltage across this current source would be 3 volt with the polarities as indicated. Now since in this first circuit the current from this current source is leaving the positive polarity of the voltage, the current is said to be delivering power. Similarly, if you consider the second circuit, the voltage across this current source will be 3 volt with the polarities as shown. As you can see in the second circuit, the current from this current source is leaving the negative polarity of the voltage across the current source. So the current source is said to be absorbing power. With this, I will conclude my discussion on Tellegen's theorem. That's all for today. Thank you.